This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Double Jeopardy is the name of this podcast.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
There was lots of potential titles.
There
but
was tons.
Yeah, I like Double Jeopardy.
I think we called it like that was kind of one of the first things we did, and so that was just like locked in early. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would say today show of the week, really fun.
Yep.
If you like Auntie Donna, make sure you check out the Extended Cut podcast with them as well. Even if you
Yes.
don't know who they are, listen and you'll like them after
Yeah,
that.
it's nice knowing that what you're about to hear is the extended. The on-air version was like 4 minutes. The extended a bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's separate though, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
separate.
it's
not.
separate.
It's not in there.
Oh,
yet.
okay, right.
You said what you're about to hear as if
Yeah,
we're going into
yeah.
it, but this is just the regular podcast.
Did I?
Yeah. No, we caught him out. We caught him out.
Yeah,
Bill,
we got
Mate,
that together.
my deepest apologies
Yeah,
from the bottom of my heart.
So you should.
Enjoy.
I'm the resident reality TV lover on this show. Is that fair to say, Liam and Belle?
Reality, but also free to air.
Yep.
TV lover.
So I don't watch a lot of those shows, and a lot of the interviews come up. But it is handy, Ben, because obviously when the blockheads roll around, you're right on it. You
Yep.
love you love your Scotty Cams and whatnot, and you want to interview them.
I don't even have an aerial anymore.
No.
Yeah, I
don't have
didn't
anything.
for many a year.
It's just Netflix and Stan.
And to be honest, I didn't have an aerial for a long time, so I used to watch a lot of it on on the
Chase Play apps sort
yeah,
of thing.
exactly. But I do have an aerial now, so I think that's kind of like feeding into the addiction.
Yeah, right.
My two favourite reality TV shows are The Block and MasterChef.
Yeah.
Although I am now falling in love with Farmer Wants a Wife.
Which is
The love's real.
it's an old format, isn't it? I know they like to claim that, but
I think it's season 14.
Wow.
Might even be 15.
so there's not that much love in the world. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are they checking in with the old farmers? Are they still married?
Yeah,
Like,
so they did a stat the other day. I'm glad you asked, Bill. They did a stat the other day where, and it was unbelievable. It was like out of the 30 couples that have done this show, like 30 farmers, 28 of them are still couples.
That's the thing,
That's
though,
a
Ben.
great hit rate.
High for divorce rate.
Yeah.
Low, high.
Like farmers aren't fussy. They live in towns with like six
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean? Like they don't.
Still want love.
Yeah, but they're working for like 19 hours a day.
Yep.
They take what they can get. I think that's what Married at First Sight. It's all these city slickers with the big lips and whatnot.
So for me, Farmer Wants a Wife, Channel 7, big hit. That's a home run. But the new show on Channel 7 that they have been promoting in between Farmer Wants a Wife and the footy looks like hot trash. Like, it hurts my eyes when I have to watch this. It's called Blow Up. And it really feels like they're starting to get to the bottom of the barrel of reality TV show ideas, okay? So it's like Lego Masters, but for balloon animals.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not.
The only good thing about this show
Yeah, wow.
is it's hosted by Becky Lucas, who I think is an incredible comedian,
yeah.
and Stephen Curry, who I've always loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both great.
They're great. They're the only thing about this show that is okay, because it is literally them making balloon animals, like, as a competition, and they're talking about, like, dreams coming true and how these people on the show have always wanted this. The ad hurts my soul. I've got it here. So this, obviously there's no visuals for this. Just imagine like lots of balloon animals being made. And they've gone for like the heartfelt,
Oh, no, they
sincere
haven't.
trailer, which I just don't get. And then like a little bit of humour sprinkled in there as well.
I had a dream that someday.
This is my world. I love bringing things to life.
Get ready, get set, and blow!
I always wanted to say that.
Here, anything is possible.
There's some sort of magic that makes people happy.
It's an amazing thing.
Oh, excuse you.
It really pops.
I hope not.
Australia, hold your breath.
For all new blow up.
It'll blow your mind.
Oh, very good. I just right from the first line there, Ben, that put me right off. This is my dream. Like, as in, like, kids, they look up at posters of their favourite rock star or, their favourite, you want to play AFL footy and you look up at that poster every night and you go, geez, one day I hope I can play AFL. And then, there's that chick, she's the line in bed like, geez, one day I hope I can make balloon animals on the TV. I hope my sport of balloon animal making will become big enough that it's a commercial sort of thing.
The winner of Australian Idol gets a contract,
Yeah,
they get a
this is it.
single. The winner
This
of
is it.
Australia's Next Top Model, they get a contract.
Yeah.
What is the winner of the
I like the idea of if you win Blow Up, you just get to do like a gig where you go to school fates and stuff and make balloon hats and swords for children.
While I was watching it as well, on a more serious note, Belle, you would hate this. I was like, that is so much
don't.
plastic and rubber. And when you actually see the ad, like they have got thousands
even.
of balloons.
Ben,
They're making like full-length gown dresses out of balloons, and then they're like
Stop.
wrapping cars in balloons, and they're driving them around.
it's honestly low-key the first thing I thought of when
Yeah.
you said that show. I was like, don't say that.
It makes me angry that such a disgusting show is allowed to exist. It makes me even more mad that people are dumb enough to tune into that and actually like it. If you saw that ad, if you saw that on Channel 7 and went, that looks good, you need a serious reality check. Because that is the bottom of the barrel, and that does not deserve to be watched.
Yeah, well, I don't think the folks at Channel 7 will be giving us many interviews
Oh,
on
mate,
this.
I love Fun Once in a While.
Yeah, this is true. He does love that.
Nothing beats a cozy winter getaway or escaping to a tropical paradise.
If you're thinking about an early winter escape, whatif.com has just the place.
Check out great accommodation deals across Australia on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Tara in Mount Martha, good morning.
Good morning.
Obviously, Anzac Day on Tuesday. Did you manage to take Monday off to give yourself a 4-day weekend?
I don't know. Maybe.
You don't know, maybe.
I haven't checked my roster.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't even know what I do for work. I just sort of rock up and they pay me. Okay, well, let's see if you can get these 5 questions right. If you do, you're going to win a prize, and then you get to pick the next song we play. So all eyes on the massive Carlton vs St Kilda clash this weekend at Marvel Stadium. I'm going to be heading along, getting up the Blue Baggers. And who was the last team to win a flag out of Blues and Saints? Do you know? Double points if you can name the year. I'd be very impressed.
Out of which team?
Like St Kilda and Carlton.
You got a 50-50.
Carlton.
Carlton, yeah, 1995. So, sadly, in my lifetime, I've never seen them win. So that's why I'm so excited about this year. Frank Ocean has pulled out of his second Coachella headline set this weekend because he's a wimp. What's the name of the ocean between Australia and America?
Again, Tara, just have a stab in the dark.
Pacific?
It is.
Nice.
I keep thinking you're going to fail at every
Tara.
turn, Tara. I'm not going to lie.
You're kind of like nonchalant about it, and I feel
Yeah.
like you're weaving all of the
Just-
obstacles,
yeah.
and you've yet to fall over.
Yeah, but I'm also sus of you, Tara, because there's a little bit of Google time, it seems, in there as well.
Oh! Someone call the police. Shots have been fired in South Melbourne.
All right, Tara, to keep Belle happy, you're going to have to answer this next one a little bit quicker.
Okay, Elon Musk's SpaceX rocket has exploded on takeoff. The famous movie quote about a spaceship flight going wrong is, Houston, we have a what?
Problem.
Easy.
Whoa.
No Googling there.
I don't know, could have Googled it.
Vinny's Op Shop has gone viral online because they're selling some Christian... I don't even know how to say
Louis
this.
Vuittons.
No, not Louis Vuitton.
You tell me that word's not Louis Vuitton?
No, Louis Vuitton is the brand, and that's... What is that, Belle?
What is that
Louboutin. Louboutin?
Louboutin.
Yeah.
Christian
No, it's
Louboutin.
Louboutin.
We're not really into our brands.
We should have said Louis Vuitton.
What
Well,
are,
it's not.
what are Christian Louboutins? Tara?
Shoes.
Are we saying it right? Are we saying it weird?
No, I think you're saying it.
Yeah,
I
Christian
think
Louboutin.
no.
Louis Vuitton.
It feels like Christian Louboutin made up a name to sound like Louis Vuitton.
Does.
Like, oh, these are the Andundas. You know, yeah.
yeah.
Necker. Here's a neckers. Happy birthday to Silverchair's Daniel Johns for this weekend. Maybe I should hit him up. You know, he's my most famous follow, Tara. Yeah, I played pool with him one time. Hey, can you finish these
She doesn't care.
Silverchair
No one
lyrics?
Wake me up in the morning.
Oh, that's the one we heard. That is
No,
the one we heard.
Keep going, Tara. Keep going. What's the next one?
I don't know.
You did so well.
Tara, you've got to the last hurdle and you've fallen down. And here we have Stephen Bradbury, a.k.a. Beck from Dingley, who's sweeping in at the last minute. I'm assuming you're going to get it. Do you care that I played pool with Daniel Johns one time, Beck?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Can you finish these lyrics?
standing in a straight line.
No, he's not standing. It's very hard to stand in a straight line. Okay, Scott in Berwick. I mean, we thought this was pretty easy. Huge song off the album Young Modern 2007. My friend Daniel played ball.
We get it, mate. We get it.
Anyway, can you finish the lyrics?
Walking in a straight line.
Very well done. Well done, Scott.
Congratulations, Scott. You get to pick the next song we play, but also we're going to give you an official AFL Oodie to celebrate the amazing games happening this weekend. Who's your team?
Awesome, thank you. Richmond Tigers.
All right, mate.
Sorry about that.
I'll see you at the game on Monday then,
Well,
Scott.
you've scored yourself an Oodie. Would you like to hear No Doubt? Billy Joel? Or we normally only give two options, but because I'm in the mood for it and I'm such good friends with him, would you like to hear Silverchair?
No Doubt's had a bad run all week. Let's give it a run.
All right, okay, fair enough. Well, maybe we can get straight lines up next week.
This is a great song, Scott. You have a great morning.
Thanks, mate. You too.
No worries. No doubt, it's my life.
It was quite good at Paul. It impressed me.
Oh, shut
I
up,
can
mate.
tell you guys about it another time.
It's funny how I find myself in love with you.
The weekend blinding lights on Nova 100. Good morning. Today's weather going to be a top of 20 degrees with a few showers around the place. And you are here with your mates Ben, Liam and Belle.
Ben and Belle, I'm in trouble with the boys in blue. Got a nice little letter from the police last night. The worst. I mean, you know what it is straight away. It's not a birthday card.
Yeah.
And I've opened it up. What's the damage? $370.
Whoa.
3 demerit points.
3 demerit points.
It's a real kick in the shins. But you know what? Like, you do the crime, you do the time. But these days, you log on, there's a photo of you doing it. Like, whatever. You've been sprung. You've done the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And that was driving on drugs. No, I'm just kidding. It was just, no.
They had you with the bong in your hand.
Mobile phone to your ear.
No, it was nothing like that. But it wasn't good. I will say that. I was going 92 in an 80, so that's like more than 10 over. You say, well, Belle, but like it was in the Domain Tunnel. The time, 4:32 a.m. No excuse, but we start at 4:30. I'm obviously running late for work. There's no one really on the road at that time. I got a little heavy-footed, okay?
12 Ks, can I say for the record, doesn't offend me.
Really?
Doesn't offend
That's
me.
a whole nother
It's
decade of a speed limit.
It's an
there.
honest
That's
mistake.
Like
And like
10.
when you've got like 3 or 4 lanes and you're in tunnel by yourself, these things happen. And I'm willing to take that. I did the wrong thing. I'm sorry. It's actually the first time I've lost demerit points, I think.
Really?
So I'm like, I've had a pretty spotless record until this point. Anyway, cop it on the chin. We move forward. Next letter. Arse! It's another surprise from the cops. Like, what have they doubled up here? I open it up. How's this? Different fine, different case number. This one was 91 in an 80 in the same tunnel within the exact same minute, 4:32 a.m. Another 3 demerit points, another $370.
Oh, come on. You're going 1K less.
Exactly. I was practically slowing down.
So it's a separate one because it's a separate camera down the tunnel, is that right?
Yeah, but that can't be right because it's the same crime. Like, it was the same.
You're still speeding.
You sped through 2 cameras,
Yeah.
which is super rough because I get it. I'm mad for you. But
Yeah. But it's not like a camera in South Melbourne and a camera in Collingwood, and I got there within 1 minute.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but you should be.
it's in
The
the
whole
same-
thing is there's 2 cameras because once you get flashed the first time, you should know you shouldn't be speeding, obviously, in the first
I don't think I
place,
got flashed. I think they...
Doesn't matter. It's still.
I think I would have noticed if I got
In
flashed.
that time between the 2 cameras in that tunnel, you should have looked at your speedometer and gone, "Oh, I'm doing 12K."
It was within
over
the same
limit.
minute, Belle. Like, we're talking, could be like 30
Yeah, don't-
seconds. That's the same, that's the same lapse of judgment. Like,
No.
hey. So,
you
like,
gotta put your foot down enough to reach 12Ks over.
if a cop pulls you over for having bold tyres, you get a fine. Then you keep driving home, then another cop pulls you over and gives you another fine for bold tyres. That just wouldn't happen, would it? Because you've
Different
already
argument.
been, you've already
That's
been
completely
fined.
different because you would get a slip because you can't when you're driving. And yes, if you get done for that, they'd give you a slip proving that you have because you need to still
It's the
get
same
home. You
act.
still need to
Yeah,
drive,
but
but you
Liam-
still
It's
need
the
to
same
drive to
act.
get it fixed.
How should I be penalised?
All you got to do is take your foot off the accelerator. That's
yeah,
it.
and I'm angry for you, Liam. I'm kind of, to be honest, I'm on your side. But by your logic, you would wake up in the morning
Yeah.
and you'd go 120 through one camera, it'd flash it, and then you go, well, I've been done once, I
Yeah.
might as well keep
No,
going. 'cause
not
I can only get fined once.
300 for the
not
rest of
by
the
my
day.
logic, because it's within the same minute. I'm talking the same
So you're
minute.
saying then you should be able to go through the tunnel 120 k's because you get done once, but that's it.
Yeah, but if it's in the same minute, yeah.
You
Pretty much.
you can't get your tyres fixed in the same minute.
Double Jeopardy!
In that minute, but you can
What?
take your foot off the accelerator in a
Double
minute.
Jeopardy!
What do you mean?
Have you seen the movie?
I haven't.
You can't be prosecuted for the same crime twice.
It's completely.
She gets
you can't-
prosecuted for her husband's murder, and then she
You
didn't
don't
actually do it, and then she kills him in front of everyone, and they can't take her to prison.
Are we
for it.
talking about murder? No, we're
Well,
talking about you just taking
No,
your
we're
foot off
talking
the
about the
accelerator.
law, baby.
I'm envisioning you calling the police after the show to argue this.
That's what I'm doing.
And you're going to scream Double Jeopardy, have you seen the movie at them?
I didn't murder anyone.
It came out in 1999. Maybe you should do your research. They'll say that's American law, and I'll say what?
Well, you're in my America now, mate.
Yeah, this is Liam's America. No, I am trying to build a case, and obviously,
You're gonna lose.
I thought you guys would give me a bit more support. 13, 24, 10.
You're going to lawyer up.
What?
Yeah, 13, 24, 10. Look, if you've been in a similar situation, maybe you got out of it. Like, basically, I've done the wrong thing. I've gone a little bit over the speed limit. Yes, I agree.
Yep.
3 demerit points, $307. That's fine. But then within the same minute to get another 3 demerit points, making that 6 demerit points, and another 370. Like, it seems like the same offence to me. So I don't know. I mean,
still speeding.
if you're a cop. If you're, if you work in the courts, if you're Vic Roads, or if you're just a driver and you've made the same silly mistake as me, maybe you can clear things up. Because
You just want someone else to come on and give you a good excuse that you can then take to the cops.
13, 24, 10. I feel like I've been wronged by the system here. I've been wronged, Belle.
Double Jeopardy, Belle.
Josh in Deer Park. Apparently this happened to you last month. I'm going to try and argue it later on. Tell me the good news. Did you get out of the second one?
Yeah, I did actually. So
Double Jeopardy.
if you have not got a history of speeding fines constantly, then you can actually get out of it if you email them and because you know how speed changes and there's so much road works in the city all the time.
Yeah.
So you can actually say that. Look, I realised I was speeding the first speed camera, but a second time. I started to slow down, as you can tell, 2 kilometres a little bit down, and then you practically get out of it. But you have to be very apologetic, and you have to practically say
you got to be nice. You can't go in
Right.
going, "Oh, F you guys."
That Liam plays into your favour because you got done going 12 k's and it was 11 k's. So you
Yes.
can argue I was slowing down.
Yes, I was gradually slowing down.
Very slowly.
If you snapped me another 10 times, I probably would have been under, like I probably would have been all right. But yeah, I will be nice, Josh, because thank you. I've changed my tact a little bit. I was going to say, this is Liam's America, Double Jeopardy. That was sort of the take I was going to have.
The coronation of King Charles III and his wife Camilla as King and Queen of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth realms is scheduled to take place on Saturday the 6th of May, not too far away at Westminster Abbey. But King Charles has cut the parade in his golden-plated chariot short.
I mean, all those people from all around the world,
Yeah.
royalists travelling to see the coronation.
Is he busy?
Well, no, there's another reason for it, Belle. Royalists are very sad to hear that it's been cut short, but they said it's because the golden-plated chariot that they'll be riding around in is not the most comfortable mode of transport. Apparently, it's a bit of a, quote, bone rattler.
It's a bone rattler. And when you're a bag of bones, that's obviously a problem.
And they said that the king's back can't take it.
Oh, my God.
How out of touch is that? That you've cut your coronation parade short because the gold-plated chariot has got bad suspension.
If this is the starting point of his reign, it's all downhill from here.
Now, just think about that when you're trying to get the food on the table this week. Just spare a thought for Charles, because and back pain, it's the worst pain you can have. It really is. I would like to see them adopt some sort of hood suspension into the that would make the coronation a little bit more exciting. Possibly while they're there, they could put some neon lights underneath it. It was a little earlier in the show, but yesterday we spoke to one of Australia's leading adult entertainers.
Yep.
And her name is Billy Beaver. And we thought, like, obviously that's made up. And I sort of asked her the question as a joke, and this was her response. Were you christened Billy Beaver, or is that a name you've adopted since you've got into the industry?
No, I was born to be a I was christened with this name.
Hang on, your actual last name is Beaver.
Yeah.
That's almost too good to be true.
What are the odds of that? And I love that when that happens, like when your last name is your job.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean? Like if you,
How often does that happen?
You're Brenton Wood and you're a chippy or something like that. I don't know.
It does happen, actually.
You're Brenton Pooh and you're a plumber. I don't know.
My old dentist, last name Monteith.
That's great.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You always oh, it's a bit funny, isn't it?
So what are you thinking? Is your last name your job?
Yes. So if you're listening and you're like, oh yeah, I'm one of those people, like my last name is my job. 13 24 10, we'd love to hear from you. Oh look, we're already getting calls. Gordon and Strathmore, what's your name and what's your job?
Yeah, it's Gordon.
Gordon's first name, yeah, and then so what's your last name? What's your job?
The last name's Brian. Brain.
Are you a brain surgeon?
Nah, neurosurgeon.
Yeah, very good.
Sounds like you thought of that and then you wanted to call up to tell us that.
You sound like the most chill neurosurgeon. I'm a neurosurgeon. Yeah, no, so what we're going to do, so it's a pretty risky op. We're going to get into your brain, right? And we're just going to chop some shit out of it. And yeah, hopefully, should be sweet after that. Yeah, righto. We're just putting you under, mate. Just can't. No, I believe you.
I don't. Joshua in Deer Park, good morning. How you doing?
How you going?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. Give us your name.
Don't tell me you're a brain surgeon as well.
Give us your name and give us your job.
So I actually knew someone. His name was Andrew Drinkwater, and he worked at Big Water.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Andrew Drinkwater.
Liam, do you believe that one?
Big Water. Yeah, I believe that.
All right.
I don't believe that first guy was a brain surgeon.
13 24 10. Is your last name your job, or do you know someone? We'd love to get you on the radio show. 13 24 10. We are asking, is your last name your job?
Lynn in Bacchus Marsh. This is someone you knew, their name was their job?
Yeah, I worked with somebody overseas, and they were a French doctor, and surname was D with a little apostrophe, E-A-T-H, so Jeff, and they were a palliative care specialist.
E-A-T-H.
Oh, like
Dr. Death.
Dr.
Oh.
Dan.
Whoa.
Wow, that took way longer than it should have.
Sorry, Lynn. Yeah, we had to spell it out first.
I thought it was going to be D apostrophe like octa, so it was like Octa, but
Yeah. Oh,
well, there was a
that's not
Dr.
good.
Death.
It was, yeah, I've seen it on Stan. Jen from Caroline Springs. Your husband's name is his job. This is huge.
Yeah, so my husband's surname is Baker, and my husband is a pastry chef.
That's great.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Simple but good.
Isn't that wild?
He was destined from birth.
to bake.
Feels a little bit like you're forced into that job, doesn't it? If
What
your
else
last
you
name
gotta
is
do?
Baker,
Yeah,
you're like, well.
what comes first, chicken or the egg? Are you
it.
born and your last name's Baker and you go, I think I want to be a baker?
It's just
Or
what you end up
you
with.
just really aspire to be
Yeah.
a baker. Abby, Point Cook, good morning. You know someone who their last name is their job?
Yes, I work with a surgeon, and his name is Dr. Butcher.
So you wouldn't be going to Dr. Butcher. Who would you rather go to? Would you rather go to Dr. Butcher or that neurosurgeon who was our first caller?
I think we know the answer to that. Dr. Butcher.
Ben, myself and Belle had a dream at the start of the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and that was to do a gig hosted by one Dave Thornton with some amazing comedians, and the audience would be filled with people with freakish laughs, all different walks of lives. People's, dads with big baritone laughs, people's sisters with weird, snorty laughs. And that dream became a reality last night. And we had the weird laughers who called through on the show, mic'd up. They all individually had their mics. So I don't think you've even heard this yet.
No, I
guys.
haven't.
I've heard it. And you can really clearly hear the laughter. Almost more than the jokes itself. We don't really want to reveal all the comedians' jokes. So here's just a little snippet of how it went last night.
Going through a horrible time. Body's falling apart. Developed psoriasis last year. Got psoriasis now. They're giving me a like shaking a sausage roll.
Very cute.
It sounds like a zoo. I don't know who was that one like. Like
We got a snorter.
We got a snorter, and there's one person like.
I could hear that.
It sounds like, if you listen closely, it sounds like there's some sort of mummy from a movie back in the 60s or something. Airplanes, B.O.B., Hayley Williams. You are with Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova 100. I was like, oh, he mentioned Subway. I thought he might have worked at Subway at some point, but Belle made a good point. He's probably just talking about the New York Subway, like as in the train system. So,
yes.
I don't know. I thought he was a sandwich artist before he was a rapper.
Unlike you, Liam, the world doesn't revolve around Subway.
I did have Subway last night, actually, after a little comedy gig. Went down like a treat.
For dinner?
Yeah, Subway for dinner.
What's wrong with
You can have Subway for breakfast, you can have it for lunch, you can have it for dinner, you can have it for dessert.
Yeah, and in your head you're thinking he got a foot long, he got a sub dog.
Well, it is the most affordable hot dog in town. And where else can you can't go to a hot dog cart and get yourself 3 cookies for $2.50, can you?
Yeah.
You know what's not affordable?
What?
Diabetes.
You getting diabetes from sub dogs?
Wouldn't have
Hot
thought so.
dog and
wouldn't have said
cookies.
that.
Hot dog and cookies.
Do you know how much protein is in that sub dog? And you need carbs to, like, you know, you burn them at the gym or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
What gym are you going to?
Hey, if you get the Herald Sun, you can check out my tips, tips.com.au if you want to do your own. I was off to a flyer this season, and I have absolutely the bed.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about that, Ben, because you were like banging on about it a little bit, but just gone a little bit quiet lately.
So there's like 30 people in the paper that do the tips. They're all different, like footy people, et cetera, et cetera. And somehow I managed to get in there. And I've definitely slid under. I'm into the bottom half now.
Because I think, we were calling, like, firing shots, like, oh, yeah, Mick Morehouse has got a bad footy brain. Like, Ben knows more than him. And now, like, you know, the cream rises, doesn't it?
For the record, I'm still in front of Mick Morehouse.
Oh, really?
So I'm still beating Mick Morehouse. I'm drawing. I'm on 25, he's on 25, but I've got better margins than he does.
Nice.
But having said that, Graham Corns absolutely dominating at 33, coming first.
Studley.
So yeah, look, I am not doing too well in the tips, so you can choose to look at them if you want in the Herald Sun. You can choose not to. Up to you.
Who did you tip for this weekend, Melbourne-Richmond on Monday? Because that's the game I'm going to.
I went for Melbourne.
Yes.
The controversial one, though, I thought, so big game, Geelong versus Sydney. I've gone Sydney.
Yeah, right. That means nothing to me. But
looking at the tips, 95% of people have gone Geelong. I reckon Sydney are going to get up in that game.
What about the big one? Collingwood, Essendon, Anzac.
I've gone Collingwood.
Yeah, right.
I just think they look too good this year.
Surely you went the Blue Baggers, my team on Sunday.
I did go Carlton.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, most people went St Kilda, though.
Should have a good win for my boys, I reckon.
Well, if you want to check it out, you can see Ben's tips every Thursday in the Herald Sun. And don't forget to register for tips.com.au.
Belle and I go to the same gym, Ben. You know this. But that being said, we've never been at the same time, mainly because I really don't go that much. But yesterday after work, we headed to our first session, Belle.
Yeah.
Can I say, though, for people that don't know, you go to BFT.
Yeah.
It's one of those circuit ones where there's 12 different stations and you do a couple of minutes on each station.
Yeah. And you also have like a Holter monitor, which sort of goes up into a big screen, and it sort of shows how hard you're working. So if you're in the blue, that's 60% of your maximum heart rate. Green is 70%, yellow is 80%, red is 90%, and over your maximum. If you're in red, you're breathing out of your ass, basically. Like you're rooted. I hit red in the warm-up.
You hit red when you were walking to the gym.
Belle was in grey, which is like my heart's barely working. Like I'm basically sleeping. Yeah. And credit to my training partner and co-host Belle Jackson. She's a baddie. I'll give you that.
Thanks,
Belle.
Liam.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You were smashing that session out. And let's be real. I think there was an unspoken competitive streak. Like, we haven't spoken about this, but
yeah, there's a lot of you're encouraged to be encouraging to your partner and say, great job, keep going. But
I think we both wanted to prove to each other that we were fitter than what we were. Basically, I think that's what was the thing. Like, you were probably trying to impress me a bit, and I was trying to be like, yeah, whatever, I can do this.
That's the thing. We were in the same class, but we got paired up as partners.
They were like, all right, you two on station one. We're like, all right, we literally partners the whole time. So first up was like the ski machine, like the ski machine. And there was like when Belle was doing it, there was like smoke coming out of the top of it. She was like, I was like, oh my God. Like, and she really had the movement down pat, like up with the toes and down with the body.
Ain't my first rodeo.
Yeah. And then when it was my turn, I was like, right, yeah, like I'll show you how it's done. Like
move over, chick.
No, not at all. Like the guy kept coming over, he's like, you're sort of doing it wrong, man. Like you're just sort of like, you know, you're using your arms a bit much. You're supposed to like use your body like you're skiing. And I'm like, I've never been skiing. Like Belle came from a really privileged family. Like I never went to the ski Alps. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm a fish out of water here, dude. Anyway, ropes next. I really started slipping by the ropes.
That's the first time you had to lie on the ground.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And Ronda Rousey over here was slapping them around like they owed her money.
Yeah.
Assault bike after that, which is like the big one with the fan, and you use your arms and your legs at the same time. I was really dipping at this point, and Belle, she had well and truly won our unspoken battle. Like she was like finishing the sets and I was kind of finishing them a bit early and being like, yeah, that's me done. Definitely. It says like, you got to stop when you burn like 15 calories, and I was burning like 8 and being like, oh, yeah. Your turn. Would you look at that? I finished 20 seconds early. I'm doing so well.
I could see the screen.
Yeah, I know. I could see you looking at my screen as well. But it was nice of you not to be like, you didn't finish it yet. And honestly, Belle's doing this exercise in the green zone. She's at 70% of her heart rate. I'm resting. I'm having my rest set and I'm stuck in red. I'm redlining. And at this point, there's like 9 of these exercises. We stumbled over to exercise 4, and I was sort of like getting dizzy, and Belle said, I'm worried for your heart. How demeaning.
I'm sorry, I really was. There was a moment because he wouldn't come down from the red zone and he kind of looked like
me.
Liam was at a point where he wasn't even really smiling. You were looking at the ground. You didn't make eye contact with me. And I was like, am I going to witness Liam having a heart attack? I don't know what to do, but also I'm not going to stop my session.
I literally was like, going into this like, I'm going to show Belle how a session's done. And then by circuit 4, she's worried for old Lada. She's like, I'm really worried for your heart. Maybe you should sit this one out. And that's the last time I trained with you. I wasn't even proud anymore. I was like, I think so. I'll just let you do this. So I laid a whole 2 out. And she just kept going. Oh, you lucky duck. If you thought ahead and you took that Monday off, staring down the barrel of a 4-day weekend. Not us. We'll be here, live, working as always.
I tried.
Yeah, Ben did try.
Tried to get the Monday off.
I'm joking. I know I said working as always and we had 2 weeks off. It was a joke.
Ben, you know that the correct way to get a day off is by logging in and, putting in a request for leave or talking to the boss. You don't just come on here and go, hey, don't we have Monday off?
Or you do the old Belle Jackson and just go, I've got a migraine. And then don't come in for 2 days.
One of Belle Jackson's famous migraines.
That also works. You don't have to log in anything to that one, do you, Belle? Just bonus leave. Bonus leave.
I'm starting to feel like I might have a migraine on Monday.
Just not funny.
I need to put some sunglasses on because I feel,
wow.
Honestly, now that you mention it, I got one coming on.
There's a lot of loud noises.
I reckon this isn't going to go away by Monday. I reckon we're going to need a blast through, guys.
And you know what Belle says? I just need to lay down and have like no noise and no light for at least 48 hours.
Wow. You can get those machines where it kind of gives you cramps and stuff. Can we get a machine that gives you guys migraines?
I've already got that. It's called Belle Jackson. I got it.
We're joined now by good mate Georgie Tunny from the project. How you doing?
Hello, guys. I'm doing so well. How are you?
Oh, so good. I mean, this is the second time we've interviewed you, but the third time you've been on because you actually co-hosted with Belle on International Women's Day.
Yeah. Yes. I think we did very, very well. The takeover, Belle. Shall we just take over again?
Yeah, guys, you're done here.
Sorry,
you're done.
This is the announcement. This is how you find out.
It was very good. It was sitting out there answering the phones. It made me nervous how good it was. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this sounds better than what we're doing.
Look, Georgie, we were thinking because we're getting you in the show so much, you should get your own intro. That's only fair.
I mean, it is fair. I love this.
Here's the thing, though. Normally, as a team, we do agree, but all 3 of us couldn't agree on an intro, so we've recorded all 3, and we're going to let you decide which one you like the most.
Oh, and I won't know who's whose?
Oh, well,
you'll know because it's our voices.
Yeah. You could through your powers of deduction, you could probably work it out. But yeah, look, this was probably like, because Belle's sort of more into this type of music, I'm sort of more into the old school sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Why don't we do my intro first?
Okay.
Then we'll do Liam's, and then we'll do Belle's.
Okay, I'm excited.
Right,
Here
great.
we go.
So this is mine first.
Tunny, 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 Georgie
Tunny, on your radio. Yeah.
You like that?
You an ABBA fan?
Already,
or-
can I just say that I am a huge ABBA fan, so you may have nailed it already,
Right.
and that's my favourite ABBA song.
My problem with it, Georgie, is
yes.
it felt obvious.
It felt obvious.
It felt like the first intro you would think of when you think of your name.
Okay.
And I don't think you necessarily would have gone to the album Brothers in Arms, Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits, which is where my head went to.
Oh.
Interview Tunny for nothing. This chick's for free.
We're not paying you for this, are we?
No,
Okay, so
this is pro bono. This is pro bono. So it adds up. Yeah.
But see, Georgie, I heard those and I was like, nah, Georgie's such high energy.
Yes.
You bring
Yes.
such a great vibe into the studio. These are too
do.
slow. So my intro is this.
Bitch better have my Tunny.
you know what? I actually think I like Belle.
I think that's a real vibe.
I think that might win. You've been pipped. You've been pipped.
Yeah,
Ben.
Fair enough.
fair. No, that's so
Right,
fair.
Georgie, Mark, she walks in.
Yeah, because it was very unexpected. It makes me sound.
Yeah.
Ironically, it makes me sound cooler than I am.
Yeah,
So-
true. It sounds like there's like money that like blasts out
Yeah.
sparkles and stuff when you walk into the room.
Also, like that you both went with like a money kind of theme
Yes.
in yours, and
Yeah.
then Liam went that she's free. So I like
Yeah,
that more expensive.
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Well, look, we know you're a bit of a Swiftie.
Yes,
Georgie.
just a wee bit. Yeah.
Just a wee bit. Like it's safe to say she's like your peak, like your favorite.
Oh, she's number one in everything. Life, dreams, aspirations. Like I just adore her. I think I've said this to you last time, Belle. Like she could probably kill someone.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, but what'd they do?
Yes, and
Like,
you'd be there supporting her, all
Exactly.
good.
Like I've lost objectivity when it comes to Tay.
Maybe my intro should have been, now we've got Georgie, Tunny. That could have been good.
Oh, wait, which Taylor Swift song is
Bad
that?
Blood. Now we've
Blood.
got
Oh,
Bad
right.
Blood. Yeah.
Belle,
Such
come
a
on.
weird call.
Come on.
Well, yeah. Are you a bit upset because apparently she's broken up with her partner, right? And
Yeah.
then Taylor and all of her friends and all of her family have unfollowed this dude at the
Yep.
same time.
I mean, this has been a real journey for myself and my two besties who we're the core group of Swifties. And it started when we found out about the breakup, and I remember I sent them a post about it saying, love is a lie. This can't be true.
Because they've been together for like 6 years.
6 years. And my girlfriend responded with, please God, no. And so that's where we were. And then this morning, if I actually look, this is true. I've just got my phone here.
Yeah.
I woke up to a message that said, Austin, Taylor's brother, has unfollowed Joe. This is the tone setter we've been waiting for.
Wow.
And then my other girlfriend, Ryan Reynolds and Haim, have apparently unfollowed him too. The tea is here.
That is awesome.
In that case, do you think it is, dare I say, bad blood, where he's like done something really wrong? Because that's so harsh to do.
I mean, there's
unfollow.
part of me that hopes yes, because think of the content.
Oh yes,
Think
great
of the
album.
content that we're going to get after this. I mean, I hope Tay's okay. I'm sure she is. You know, she's doing sellout shows. She's too busy to be
Yeah.
heartbroken, to
Well,
be
this is
honest.
true.
Well,
But I hope she's okay.
Yeah, and Georgie, we didn't get you in just to talk about the latest Taylor Swift
Yeah.
news.
Shame.
You're actually here to talk about the White Shirt campaign to raise funding for ovarian cancer research.
Yep.
Can you tell us a bit about that and why you wanted to get involved with it?
Yeah, I've always been such a huge fan of this campaign in particular. The imagery around it, they do such a wonderful job, Witchery and the Ovarian Cancer Research Foundation. And being involved with it this year, I've been able to get a bit more of behind the scenes glimpse about what they're actually trying to do and just how deadly ovarian cancer is. So I didn't realise the stats with it. There's no early detection test for it, really. So by the time that you know that you have ovarian cancer, there's a really good chance that you're in the later stages of it.
Really?
And then that makes treatment a whole lot harder. It's the most deadly of gynecological cancers. And for me, I was like, what? And I think the older I get, I don't know how you feel, Belle, but the older I get, the more I'm kind of learning about my body and this kind of stuff, because it's just wild how much I don't know.
How much, that, and then also how much can actually go wrong.
Oh my
And
God, yeah.
especially as a woman, there's so many different types of cancers and
Yeah.
everything. And you go, hang on, okay, so that's that kind of ovarian thing, but then you've got, you can get cysts and you can get all of that. It's daunting.
Yeah, which is worse. So Liam and Ben, what I'm saying is we're walking time bombs.
Yeah, okay.
And we need a cure. We need a cure for this. And Witchery does such a great job in raising money for this, of course.
So what can listeners do listening right now to get involved with White Shirt Day?
Head to witchery.com, buy one of the White white shirts. I think they are about $150. So they are kind of pricey, but they're beautiful. They are designed by Pip Edwards, who has that incredible label PE Nation. And you can, all gross proceeds go straight back into ovarian cancer research. And I think they've raised about $15 million far to get that early detection test.
That's a proper donation right there. And you get a really nice shirt out of it as well. So the Witchery White Shirt campaign, as Georgie said, 100% of the proceeds go to the Ovarian Cancer Research Foundation on White Shirt Day, which is May 8th, not too far away. Head to Witchery Fashion on Insta for more info. Georgie, Tunny, as always, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Belle, play us out. Here we go.
Bitch better have my Tunny. Dan, Liam and Belle's Fast Five. Thanks to What If. It's Aussie for Travel.
Yeah, it jackpots every time someone can't manage it. No one's won this week, so we're up to $500. Leah in Clyde, how you doing?
Not too bad, nervous, and today's the day. I'm going to get it.
Oh, I love it. Would you consider yourself a smarty pantaloon?
Hell no.
Okay, well, we need smarty pantaloons for this one. I mean, 30 seconds on the clock, 5 questions. Look, I reckon some of these are pretty easy there. So I would say it's gettable if you just have a quick mind.
Looking at it this week, it might be the easiest of the week, but we'll see how you go, Leah.
Almost seems like we planned it that way.
No, we might.
Get a bit of a win on a Friday. Seems like it's right out of the radio textbook, if you ask me.
I have got 30 seconds on the clock.
3, 2, 1.
How many sides does a pentagon have?
Oh, God. Pass.
Bono is the singer of which rock band?
Oh, this is terrible. Pass.
Oh, God! In the Tom Hanks movie Castaway, what is Wilson?
No. Oh, my God.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
The 2 official languages of Canada are English and what other language?
French.
Oh.
I'm glad you see the funny side, Leah. Well done.
Oh, my God. My husband's going to kill me.
Shall we roll through the answers? Well, a pentagon has 5 sides. Bono is the singer of U2.
Pretty big band, U2.
Castaway, Wilson is a ball or a volleyball. And yes, you were correct. French is the other language, along with English in Canada.
It's very intense.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Look, Leah, unfortunately, no cash for you. I liked your energy. I liked your energy, though. It is a Friday. I don't want to let you down. So, got a bunch of prizes to give away. Do you want pink tickets? Do you want an AFL hoodie? Or do you want a Harris Scarf voucher for $250?
Oh, my gosh. Pink tickets, please.
Pink tickets. All right, they're all yours.
God.
You're going to go see Pink.
Thank you so much.
No worries at all. Thanks for getting involved. Bye.
Due to overwhelming demand, Pink will play a 3rd Melbourne show on a summer carnival tour, Marvel Stadium, March 12, 2024. You got a while to wait there, Leah. Tickets on sale now. Head to livenation.com.au. I suppose that means we jackpot to 600 next week. If you think you can do a better job, you know when to call for the Fast Five just after 8 o'clock.
To do a better job. She got 1.
Oh, don't be mean.
1 out of 5.
Don't be mean.
That's still going to Pink. It's a pretty good win. Pretty good win for the morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bit of shush thanks. Time for Ben, Liam and Belle's Friday Meat Tray.
We give a meat tray away every darned Friday to our favourite caller.
And it's always thanks to Ashburton Meats, more than a gourmet grass-fed butcher. They've won Victorian Retail Butcher of the Year 3 times. Ashburton Meats, High Street, Ashburton.
Before we get to the best caller, though, quite often we'll have a look at the worst caller of the week. I think, it was pretty stiff competition for worst caller of the week this week, but I reckon it's going to be Matthew, right?
Yeah, so we were doing the 610 quiz. We thought it was a very simple question about K-pop. What does the K stand for? But Matthew couldn't quite nail it.
What does the K in K-pop stand for?
I have no idea.
Keeping in mind K-pop comes out of Korea, Matthew. Don't think about it too much. Comes from Korea, K-pop.
No idea.
Oh, yeah, no, couldn't get to the bottom of that one, Sherlock. Bloody hell, now, what would it be? K-pop from Korea. You'll have to give me a minute on that one. It was really They're blaringly obvious, but I'm sorry, Matthew, but that's why you're the worst caller of the week. The best caller, though, is a no-brainer. I think I called it yesterday. I was like, nah,
Yeah.
we're not going to get better than that. We absolutely love this one. We were asking how hopeless your partner is and how lost they would be without you. And we got this awesome call from Alita in Taylor's Lakes.
I recently went on a holiday to Thailand. When I came back, the dishwasher was overflowing. The ensuite was piled up with dirty washing because he didn't know how to work the washing machine. He actually went to Target and bought himself some new undies because he's run out. And he actually bought the wrong size because he's never bought a piece of clothing for himself and his wife.
Well, very exciting, Alita. You and your man-child husband have won the Friday meat tray.
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thank you.
Alita, it's a semi-long weekend. Have you got plans? You can host a barbie.
No, I'll probably just leave the house.
Yeah, get out of there.
I don't have to do anything.
I recommend with the cooking of the meat, make sure you take over the barbecue because I wouldn't trust him around the fire.
These are beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful
He'll have no clue.
Very good.
He'll have no clue.
You don't want them turning into little crispy critters.
He actually did that the other night. He set fire to the kitchen cooking sausages and onions. I had to throw the fried pan away.
Was he trying to make an effort, was he, after the Thailand trip? He thought, don't worry, Alita, I'll look after you tonight, baby. You put your food up, darling, you come home from work, I'll cook you a nice dinner.
That's amazing. What's for dinner? Sausages and onion.
With bread?
Sausages and onion.
No, just sausages and onion. I forgot about the bread.
What does he do for work? Is he capable of anything?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Retired. Okay. Well, look, Alita, we are going to...
Government employee kind of says it all.
Oh, yeah. Am I right? Oh, shots fired.
Well, look, let's give you the Friday meat tray. Whereabouts are you? Are you outside? Are you inside?
I'm actually inside at the moment.
That's all right. We'll try and fire it through the front door. Liam's going to load in the coordinates now. Here we go.
Punch them in.
Shooting the Friday meat tray.
Should come through your letter flap in your front door.
Right.
Yeah, here we go.
Almost there.
It's coming. It's coming.
Here it comes.
Yep.
Oh.
Flat. Oh, my God. What a mess. Just as well I'm at home.
Oh, good.
Lucky. You can have a little shower.
Yeah.
Yep, no, just as well I'm here because I'll get to clean it up.
Very good.
I'm quite sure he wouldn't know where the mop was.
Yeah. One final jab.
Yeah, cop that. What's his name, Alita? What's your husband's name?
Gary.
He would hate this show, hey? He would be, these guys. He'd be a real Triple M listener.
Alita, thank you very much for getting involved.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.